UBC, inspiring Uganda.
A very good evening to you tuned into UBC TV. Warmly, we welcome you to News Tonight. Let's start with a look at the top stories. South African counterpart, President Ramaphosa. Prime Minister Nabanja honored with the Africa Continental Award. Speaker of Parliament receives a petition on regional representation from Northern Uganda. While the International Youth Fellowship trains young people in ICT and mindset change. We thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Michael Jedandokomo. Elizabeth Nakakoni joins in our corner of sign language interpretation. The message of wealth creation in our first story continues to gain momentum with the latest success registered in Shema district in western Uganda. Abenawe Honest, a female farmer, is reaping big from bananas, dairy and coffee farming. Despite some few challenges, Abenawe attributes her success to proper utilization of land, something leaders at all levels are imploring Ugandans to embrace. We have details to it.
It is a farming combination where both plants and animals are integrated and the farm is thriving in a favorable environment. The undertaking started on 2 acres of land before expanding to 4 acres.
We had a very small piece of land, but then we had passion for farming. We started with a few cows, 2 or 3. We were managing them with the bananas, approximately on 2 acres. And right now, as I talk, Pamoja Mixed Farm stands on a total acreage of 16.
Small as it is, the land has been properly utilized, contributing to this success.
Most of the women have been denied the chance to have access to family land. I am the most blessed. I use the land. The proceeds, he brings his income, I bring mine. We add, I supplement his income also. So he's so supportive. When I'm stuck, he comes in.
Located in Kalyango village, Kagonji Parish, Chanjani sub-county in Shema district, the farm has not been without its challenges.
You see, like the animals, feeding them, there are many. Feeding them from one place, the workers, it requires a lot of labor force. We pay all of those. The feeds, the machines, which consumes fuel. Then the truck, because the pastures are from a distance, So at times we hire a truck to ferry them here. Then we have treatment costs and what have you. So,
But how was the idea conceived? What motivated it? And when did it come to fruition? The idea began to take shape in 2016.
the president was advocating for enterprises such as dairy, on zero grazing, matoke, apiary, fruits, and fish farming, and coffee. We said, how can we get all these on the 4 acres? But then we tried and managed it. Yeah, we have the cows on the 4 acre, then the matoke, the fish, the coffee, and the apiary.
This is the direction Uganda should be taking.
The 4 acre model works, and you know we have having a challenge in Shema. We think that we don't have land because we are densely populated. But this model farm translates to us that even if you have an acre, you can do something which can be more productive. So
when they join the money economy, the per capita incomes will go up, and when they go up, the GDP will become big. That is economics. So the more and more people become productive, the better for our country.
And it is true, once you have income, yeah, you can become independent in executing so many decisions.
Not all have been this optimistic. A few elements of negative energy have been reported. This calls for mindset change.
as Ugandans, those who have been mocking His Excellency that he's talking about the 4 acre model farm and people won't get out of poverty, this is the time to change, and we engage and we practice what the President tells us so that we can get out of poverty.
This is transforming not only your society but also personally. You transform yourself. So when we are talking about socio-economic transformation, and for you, you go into generalizing, just criticizing anyhow, and you don't put in an effort to develop yourself, then you remain a beggar in the community. People who are listening are people who are transformed, are people who are able now to change the lives of their families and communities.
And what I have seen here, it is a testimony that this is not just theory. It is a marriage between theory and practice. Philosophically, we say theory guides practice and practice shapes theory. So when you visit this farm, then you can even enhance more the theory of 4 acre model.
The 4 acre model remains one of President Yoweri Museveni's key focuses in the fight against poverty, a message he intends to continue spreading until no Ugandan is left in poverty. Henry Okrut, UBC.
President Yoweri Museveni has kicked off a 5-day wealth creation tour of Ankole sub-region with a call to the masses to desist from land fragmentation and also embrace the 4 acre model farming system. On his first day of the visit, Museveni checked on model farmers and parish development model successful beneficiaries in the districts of Rubirizi, Shema, and Ibanda.
President Yoweri Museveni is in Ankole sub-region for the wealth creation tour, focusing on interacting with successful beneficiaries of the parish development model program and model farmers. In Shema district, Abenewa Honest hosted the president.
Excellency, on behalf of Pamoja Mixed Farm, on behalf of my husband and my family, and on my behalf, I take the opportunity to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming. Twateka ngutushemerire kuba netuhinga. Nitwenda kusupplementinga income. Already twabitwine.
Raha twena yatwegesa. Ahindu gambrete chikeja charo chitu. Ahabu kurebera ryogo. Buri omana yezitereza itemugorra tukagiyaho. Nisitamuza muhogo, sitabe bitubyo mwani na nemitekere kurebwa ngo byastambire njara. Nabo icyo imobanyankore mwahiro mwagira ubwo mushomeso ryaha gati yanyu nanye twaza kumuyambe byagamba ko kamotoka naza kamutungira jene barecha kamotoka kabantu abo ako kanta ono
She is a renowned and established farmer, doing cattle keeping, farming among others, under a family venture of Pamoja Mixed Farm.
Habw'omwaka ogw'Enkumi 2024, Your Excellency, tukabasa okutunga miliyoni 2.3 emitwaro 81 na shinchi 8. Total overheads nanga enshohoza in general tukashohoza miliyoni 5.7 emitwaro 88. Your Excellency and members, twabasa okubika miliyoni 104 n'emitwaro 93 for the year 2024.
Webare kuja kutujumburira obugiga abokuba okoko wanje nkanagambira abantu nti niche government etakozire nimwena tubashamure tubajumburire. I think nikirungi munonga kurango oyizire waika muntu wenyima ogogo abo kwitwa bebembezo umwe noreba muntu oyine empunu 2 omujoga konka nuwogo muntu atiwo oyiziro kahika mwene bire challenge mpango hagitwa bebembezi
atumeno wabare kure cyente zawe nikiro umcyara ati wabona umugenzi wabona umushenkazi. If you are traveling on a journey, then you get your own relative, your aunt's son. Then the journey is even easier. If you meet a lion, you will fight it better together because we are all together. So here in Kariango, I have found allies.
Earlier, the president kicked off the day's wealth creation visit in Ankole sub-region from Desiranta to Musime's farm. Desiranta is a parish development model beneficiary doing piggery and goat rearing after receiving shillings 1 million in 2023.
2023 bikaba 2019 batweta a bank bampa miliyoni 1 na kwata emitwaro 2 na siga account yanje or kureba nkanta kakwataga miliyoni amyaka nkaga nina ekyo ninki kusimira sebo president
kukakade okuyone yekuruga sikwatanga kukakade tinga kwataga akakurukese ukuyana gamba imyaka nkaga nena taka kwataga 1 million nuko mukazi yanjizire elira mukazi no mutapio akanja timazire imyaka 20 nshoirwa umukeje yari muna aina bana bakuru nkaboko kungati tinga kwataga miliyoni eji mbona hati imabe abo mu rukogo ni ndakubasima abo kuba kuturetsire sente mwazakira mwatanka kukozesa kwekenura mwe bari munongo.
Ahimbisibwe Harriet, a parish development model beneficiary from Ibanda district, was the last farmer to host the president on his first day of the Ankole sub-region visit. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Robert Onyango and Henry Okruta are part of the trail with the president, and they will keep us updated about the tour in Ankole. President Museveni, in other news, has received a special message from His Excellency Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of the Republic of South Africa, at State House Entebbe. The message was delivered by Ayanda Dlolo, the special envoy of President Ramaphosa. Accompanying the envoy was Slabalala Bajabulile, the former senior vice president of the African Development Bank, who is seeking support for her candidature for the presidency of the African Development Bank. President Museveni warmly welcomed the special message from President Ramaphosa and held discussions with the delegation on matters of mutual interest. Prime Minister of Uganda, Robin Anabanja, has today received the Africa Leadership Award of the year 2025, recognizing her transformational leadership, unwavering dedication to governance, and remarkable contributions to the national development and social progress in Uganda. The award was delivered to her by State Minister for Karamoja Affairs, Florence Nambozo, who represented the Prime Minister at the city Casablanca in Morocco.
In December last year, the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, competed with 3 African leaders who included Antoinette Saye, the Deputy Managing Director of the International Monetary Fund, Helene Orsejafo, a Nigerian philanthropist and a businesswoman, and Patricia Obo, the CEO of Telecel in Ghana. She was declared winner of the African Female Leader of the Year in recognition of her leadership as Prime Minister of Uganda and her commitment towards driving the country's socio-economic development and advancing key national priorities. Because of her busy schedules with the state responsibilities, the Prime Minister was unable to travel to Casablanca in Morocco to pick the award in person, but delegated the State Minister in charge of Karamoja Affairs, Florence Nambozo, on 22nd February this year. Today, Nambozo delivered the prestigious Continental Award to the Prime Minister Robina Nabanja at her office in Kampala.
The Right Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Robina Nabanja, was honored with the Africa Leadership Award of the Year for her transformational leadership, unwavering dedication to governance, and remarkable contributions to national development and social progress. The Right Honorable's speech was delivered immediately after His Excellency Jakaya Kikwete, the former President of Tanzania and Chairman of the African Leadership Magazine Group. Right Honorable, permit me to bring the award to you before everyone and before this nation. Thank you.
Nabanja attributed this achievement to all Ugandans and the President for his mentorship that has enabled her to be recognized at the continental level.
President of the Republic of Uganda for his guidance, members of cabinet, including you members of this office, everybody, the technical people, because it is you who support me to be seen by the whole world, by Africa. So I think everybody should have
This prestigious award celebrates the achievement of the individuals who have contributed exceptionally to the leadership, governance, and social progress and development across Africa.
So I want to thank you.
There are only 2 women on that picture.
To be delegated.
Let's congratulate her once again. And I want to thank those who are able to nominate you, those who are able to look out for you, those who are able to scan and decipher and lift you above the sieve.
The prestigious Continental Award was previously won by President Julius Maada Bio of Sierra Leone, President Zacharias Chikwera of Malawi, former President of Tanzania Jakaya Kikwete, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, President of the African Development Bank, Dr. Tedros Adhanom, the Director General of WHO, Sudanese businessman Mo Ibrahim. Currently, former President Jakaya Kikwete of Tanzania is the chairman of the African Leadership Magazine Group. In September last year, Nabanja also scooped the Global Women Leadership Award in New York. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister today met investors from the United Arab Emirates to discuss possibilities of them starting a waste management plant in Uganda.
Organic is around 70 because we use a lot of organic foods. Yes. So here it is easy to produce fertilizers from the organic waste.
Could be an excellent option because that will give us energy in forms of biogas that could either be used in vehicles as compressed biogas to power instead of diesel, or could be used to produce electricity. So it's up to us to whatever we want to use.
Good.
Prime Minister Robina Nabanja put the leader of the opposition, Joel Senyonyi, in order, called Joel Senyonyi to order as he attempted to advise government on conducting operations in accordance with the law. During the plenary sitting, Nabanja stated that Joel Senyonyi was basing his argument on unfounded allegations which he argued made the government appear disreputable.
The leader of opposition in Parliament, Joel Senyonyi, has confirmed the release of National Unity Platform members who had been arrested by the police. He alleged that the police operation at the NOP headquarters in Kavule was unlawful and led to the destruction of property.
Follow the law in doing that, because now you break and damage property, we have got to replace that, money is taken, computers and so on. Why don't we follow the law? It would be different if you had come with a warrant and said, open, we want to search, and we refuse. There you can do whatever you want to do, but you didn't do that. I saw police actually justifying it, saying they went to pick some exhibits. I said, but now, which court of law are you going to use those exhibits in? Because no one was there to corroborate.
The Prime Minister, Robin Anabanja, objected to the leader of opposition statement, arguing that it was baseless. The Speaker of Parliament was unaware of the incident.
When we come here, you were dragged, Right Honourable Speaker, into unfounded allegations. Unfounded allegations. And I believe the reason is to make government look dirty. This government has protected Ugandans, and that's why everybody is proud, including investors. Is it in order for the LOP all the time to come here to dirty the government? Yes, that is the intention. In my presence as a leader of government, without evidence. Are you in order?
Somebody encouraged us to be here by 2. By 2, you were in your chair. The Prime Minister came very late. If you respect the issues of Parliament, please come early,
No, she
like
didn't
the rest
come
of
late.
us.
She didn't come late.
Honourable Speaker, she was not here at 2. That's the
didn't
truth.
come late.
But let me wrap up
She
with
did
this
come
issue,
late.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Honourable members.
Right Honourable Speaker.
Order. Lop, you sit. Lop, you sit.
Senyonyi also submitted names of some political prisoners whose files had not yet been transferred from the court-martial to civilian courts, urging the Attorney General to take note.
Sechitoleko Yasin Machete, who is on hunger strike, Kavuma Musa, Gibsiwa Abdallah, Kalanzi Sharif, Mwonge Joseph, Jimmy Galukande, Kato Umar, Abdallah Chintu, Mwase Patrick, Agaba Anthony, Angulibo Siraj, Andama Hafsa, Ida Kasim, and finally, Buga Ratib. These people were remanded by the court-martial, which no longer has authority over them. When are their files going to be transferred to the civilian courts like everybody else? Because their being on remand under the court-martial has got no place in the law.
Aneta Mong was also displeased with the NOP for parading elderly people and TESO war claimants in a bid for compensation.
From TESO came to our office. I don't know if you wanted us to chase them away. But they came and raised their concerns and said, please advocate for us as TESO war claimants for us to be paid. We received them.
This madness of parading our old parents, huh? Order to who? Cannot start parading all the people in the name of compensation. You bring all the people all the way from Teso. That can never happen, and it should never happen. And we are looking for the people who are doing that.
Meanwhile, the Speaker of Parliament directed the Minister for Education to issue a statement regarding the tragic death of a young schoolgirl who was killed and dumped in a school toilet in Teso.
There is vivid evidence about this slaughter.
It was even the children of the director who, when police asked them some few questions, they were able to submit in more evidence that implicated even the wife of the director. So,
Education inspectors, I do not know what is the minimum standard of starting a school in Uganda.
Has gone out
and they're trying to do their best to see to it that all the minimum basic requirements are adhered.
You're owner of a school, you know such a thing can happen to your school one time. So the earlier we stop it, the earlier we stop that, the better. What action have you taken on that school?
I'm Nafka Farid and Gloria Gwetabenji at Parliament.
Nafka Farida and Gloria Gwetabenji reporting from Parliament. Still in Parliament, the Speaker, Anita Among, has received a petition from the Northern Workers' leaders urging Parliament intervention to ensure fair regional balance representation in the Parliament as we await for the upcoming workers' elections. The Honourable Speaker said that the matter will be referred to the Legal Department and Parliamentary Affairs Committee for review, and later actions will be taken. The Parliamentary Elections Act provides for elections of workers, members of Parliament as the interest groups, which is not exercised.
Interestingly, whereas for the other special interest groups like the youth, the older persons, those members of Parliament are actually elected from within their regions. The Northern region have a representative, the Eastern, the Central, and the Western. But for the workers' members of Parliament, it is not crafted in that way. We have a situation where the delegates come together during the date of election, and then they converge together, present candidates, and then one slot is reserved for a female workers' MP. Then the 4 slots, because the law provides for 5, then the 4 slots are spread across for everybody to compete. Now, during that election, it is the top 4 who emerge winners, who become the members of Parliament representing the workers. But in our petition, Madam Speaker, we feel that that in itself creates a regional imbalance. It creates a regional imbalance to the effect that you might find that in a particular term, you will find that maybe the members of Parliament representing the workers might come from particularly one region. And that in itself does not give us the opportunity to effectively bring out the ideas from the electorate for discussions and for resolutions to Parliament.
Exercising your constitutional right to demand for what belongs to you. And I want to thank you so much that you've been able to see ahead, to see what is supposed to be where for the sake of equity in this country. It is a very good thing, and it's good to have people who think right to be able to know that in this region we need this and that, and this is what should be done. And what your petition is seeking to address is on the issue of regionalization. I am going to ask my legal team to draft a petition to be brought to the House, and then we will also ask somebody to bring a private member's bill to ensure that we divide, because it has no financial implication. We only need to define that one person will come from the north, one will come from central, from east, from west, and then one for overall. And that would really sort out the overall equation.
Ministry of Health has called on the Ministry of Finance to increase their budget allocation to ensure effective service delivery within the country's hospitals and other health facilities. Dr. Janrutha Cheng, the Minister for Health, highlighted that the ministry has been grappling with areas owed to the National Water and Sewage Corporation for over 10 years, among other challenges, largely due to insufficient funding. Dr. Cheng made the remarks during a joint meeting with the Ministry of Finance and the Parliamentary Committee on Environment and Natural Resources.
So, colleagues, the Ministry of Health has appeared before the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources and the Ministry of Finance to respond to domestic areas-related issues with National Water and Sewage Corporation, particularly from health facilities across the country. Led by Minister Dr. Janrutha Cheng, the ministry cited several contributing factors to the accumulation of these areas, including inadequate budget allocations and old health infrastructures.
Facilities receive little money
as non-wage recurrent to cater for water, electricity, security, cleaning, minor repairs, and other operational expenses to give services to the population. The above challenges have been registered mostly in general hospitals, which are by mandate under the district local governments.
Although the ministry has implemented alternative water sources, such as boreholes at some facilities, National Water has not accepted this as a solution, further emphasizing the need for more funding to maintain effective service delivery.
The designs of new health facilities as provision of water harvesting and solar water applications which have reduced on utility bills. Let me mention here that whenever we drill any borehole in any health facilities, it is turned off immediately. That we need additional resources. In short, we need more budget.
Members of Parliament advised the ministry to plan better and prioritize utility costs, especially for essential services like water and electricity.
Money will never be enough. So if we had a strong, a healthy planning unit, if we had a robust policy unit in the Ministry of Health, we would be able to get the critical priorities. The pipes, the water pipes, is another source where you are losing a lot of water and it increases your bill. Then a priority should be taken also there.
The committee also suggested that health facilities cannot do away without water, hence emphasizing a potential deputy swap between the Uganda Revenue Authority and National Water through the Ministry of Health.
Ministry of Health, you are our heartbeat. That is where life is repaired. And that is why water has continuously been given to Ministry of Health, to our hospitals without cutting water. But where National Water has reached, I can tell you, they are now from the frying pan into the fire.
The accountants in the room, they know that this is basically a book entry activity. So without disturbing the Ministry of Health, we should agree for a debt swap so that this money is taken over by a bookkeeping entry between National Water and Sewage Corporation and the Uganda Revenue Authority.
As of September 2024, the government owes National Water about 97.441 billion, a significant financial strain that has hindered service expansion and infrastructure development. Earlier this month, National Water and Sewage Corporation petitioned the Parliament through the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources regarding unpaid water bills by various government ministries, agencies and departments. Among these were the Ministry of Health, Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Internal Affairs. Some of these MDAs have since engaged with National Water, plus the committee, promising to address the outstanding areas. Rebecca Natongo, Gloria Gutavinji, UBC News.
The Ministry of Information, Communication, Technology and National Guidance is developing a policy on mindset change to boost youth productivity. The Commissioner of Communications, Moses Watasa, confirmed this while representing State Minister Godfrey Kabyanga at the International Youth Fellowship graduation. Hundreds of the youth have completed a free Information, Communication, Technology and National Guidance Mindset Change course. Integrating mindset change into ICT training aims to promote self-reliance, job retention and reduce unemployment.
The Ministry of Information, Communication, Technology and National Guidance is developing a policy on mindset change to enhance youth productivity and self-reliance. This initiative aims at equipping young people with the right attitude and skills to maximize their potential in the job market. A commissioner at the ministry, Moses Watasa, confirmed this while representing State Minister Godfrey Kabyanga at the International Youth Fellowship graduation ceremony, where hundreds of youth graduated in free ICT courses integrated with mindset change training.
So we are happy as government and the Ministry of ICT and National Guidance to be partnering with an International Youth Fellowship to ensure that we build a right mindset among our young people, being good people, but also appreciating the need for genuine hard work. hard work, but which is also consistent, because government is supporting people in this country through programs like the parish model, Emioga, to give especially young people startup seed capital. So we are available as a ministry to work with the other state actors to support the people who are graduating today. We've trained people in universities, in other institutions of learning. We are now happy to be working with them to support youth like these who are from the communities. We are going to work with them to expand such opportunities to the rest of the country, because it's not only here in Kampala where we have youth who need right mind education, but also support through skilling so that they are more productive.
The training also aims at stopping the youth from blaming their parents and government for not achieving their dreams in life.
But what I was able to see that many people easily just blame the others and also blame the government or blame the parents also to work for them. We want to help our youth to think in positive way, to think to work for the country together.
The graduates acknowledges the skills gained, such as problem solving, among others.
I started by graduating in photography and videography. It was my first beginning. I came when I didn't know anything. I'm able to solve issues, to do a lot of things.
I'm lucky to have this chance. So I've gained a certificate in ICT.
The government is focused on information communication technology, and mindset change is expected to bridge the skills gap, enhance productivity, and contribute to national development. Winnie Ainemba was Katwire and Kalisha Stephen for UBC.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo.
Hey, Nkowe High School. Na wana tufunye wo muwanguzi owa MTN Momo. Ye wangu de school fees ezo mwaka mulamba tebereza. Hey, owuliro otya mutima kati.
Banange sanyu lyenye nali amochi wagonya njaga nyangu amali walonze erinyo.
Esisi?
Njani awangula school fees.
Eza Momo.
Eza Momo.
Ezo mwaka mulamba.
Mwaka mulamba ndi musanyu.
Oh my goodness.
Banange MTN mwene yanza ne yanze.
Wanji?
Mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala.
Nkubiriza muzadde munnange yonna gy'oli. Wallahi satulia school fees for Momo Pay.
Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
All right, listen up. Colocate is on a mission. It makes our gums happy and our teeth strong. See? We're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth. And we'll leave no smile behind.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
Osmosis again. Osmosis tried to pay. Money wasn't enough. He checked every pocket. Money wasn't enough. Osi, we're sorting it. With the Momo, we're sorting it. Osmosis checked again. Money still not enough. He looked everywhere.
But what is
is going on?
Osi, we're sorting it. With the Momo, we're sorting it.
When your money is not enough, we're sorting it with MTN Momo. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# to add call with Momo Advance and pay bills, send money or buy bundles.
A smile that is white, fresh and beautiful is a smile to be proud of. Discover new Colgate White and Fresh for the whole family with high quality and an incredible price.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotellaconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
UBC News Tonight. We thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. Moving on with more news, the Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture has pledged to advocate for the installation of equipment necessary for the commercial production of the anti-tick vaccine by NARO. This initiative aims at reducing the country's reliance on costly vaccine imports. The commitment was made during an oversight visit to several of NARO's research institutes. During the visit, the committee chairperson Linda Auma emphasized that local production of the vaccine would be a game changer for the country's livestock sector.
The visit by the Parliamentary Committee on Agriculture began at the National Coffee Research Institute, where lawmakers assessed ongoing efforts in coffee multiplication and value addition.
Then within 2 months, they have started what?
Researchers from NARO revealed that the anti-tick vaccine is in its final stages of commercialization, bringing hope to farmers struggling with tick-borne diseases.
We have the first product which has been tested. It was proved to be very effective against controlling of ticks in cattle. And as I talk now, we have been able to go through the different processes that can allow us to get this product to be used in animals.
Among the key issues raised was the need for enhanced soil mapping to help farmers make informed decisions on crop suitability.
Develop like a new variety of coffee that have much higher yield than the normal varieties that we have. Like for instance, we have KR1 to KR10 of the varieties we have. It does not take long in the farm. The yield is also much, like 45 kilograms per tree. That means that we can get much money out of it.
The committee commended NARO for its innovative advancements in the coffee sector, highlighting that improved value addition will significantly boost the country's coffee exports and foreign exchange earnings.
Been sponsoring not sufficiently soil mapping, so that when you go to a region, you will know what type of soil is there. When you are supposed to apply a fertilizer, you know what type of fertilizer is there. When you want to plant a specific crop, you know where you can plant because of the soil mapping. This is very key if we want to advance in our agricultural production.
Meanwhile, the Director of Research at the National Agricultural Crops Resources Research Institute, Dr. Titus, urged the public to appreciate and embrace the innovations spearheaded by NARO, saying they are crucial for the country's agricultural transformation.
What we are showing you here is actually just to show you that what is either already out there that we have put to the communities to use, For instance, orange fresh sweet potato. We have a bakery in Arua that is using orange fresh sweet potato, JM Holdings, out of the varieties we gave out to the farmers, making bread that is up to 40% sweet potato flour.
Just ask to take a photo while you're here. Just put behind it.
Stakeholders in Bunyoro, including business leaders and politicians, are raising concerns over trade barriers within the East African community. Despite regional integration, challenges persist in cross-border trade. During a meeting at Kitara Secondary School in Hoima with the East African Community Ministry officials led by Commissioner for Economic Affairs Leo Chizito Ojara, they questioned the East African community's effectiveness. Key concerns include passport requirements and non-tariff barriers. In response, Ojara stated that governments are addressing tax issues and have extended the single currency initiative to 2031.
Accessibility. How best will East African community ensure that its services, programs are accessible to people with disabilities?
To do with the monetary union. The initial plan for the community was for us to have East African community to have a single currency by 2024. But we were not able to reach the convergence criteria as ESA partner states in time. And this has therefore been agreed by the heads of state that it be pushed to 2031. So we hope that by 2031 we shall have a single currency that we shall be able to use as the East African community. Finally is the political federation, which is still a work in progress. Some of our partner states have already conducted national consultations on the process of developing a constitution for the East African community, but there are those who have not yet conducted that process, and this has held us back a little bit. However, the heads of state again have agreed that that those countries that are ready can proceed, and the drafters of the constitution should be able to develop a draft.
But also the challenge is going to be, where do we sell what we have produced? So I believe the integration. Good enough we have had the Uganda cross-border leaders as well in this meeting to see how do we help people who want to trade across the border. How do they take advantage of these opportunities available? How do they move there? How do they access the market? These are very important issues which I believe they will help and for our community to understand and be able to tap into. So we really think that the community can help, but also we need to fast track the language, because most of the East African countries speak in Kiswahili. So we need to make sure that our communities from primary level, we have Kiswahili as a language also brought on board until secondary school, so that people grow up speaking and knowing the language, so that they can be able to cross the border and know that they won't have any barrier.
Speaker Hoima City, most of the items have probably been addressed. I'm trying to find out.
The only thing what made me happy when Mr. Wono gave me the number.
We thank you so much for watching. Let's take a very short break. On return, we'll have more for you.
All right, listen up. Quality is on a mission. It makes our gums happy and our teeth strong. See? We're moving forward and making changes.
It's kind of a big thing.
Colgate Herbal uses traditional nature's herbs and combines it with Colgate Science for healthy gums and strong teeth.
And we'll leave no smile behind.
According to the Uganda Bureau of Statistics Census Report of 2016, in Uganda, 12.4% of the population, about 4.5 million, live with a disability. Limited access to ICT and assistive technologies increases digital disparities, prompting UCOSAF's aim to promote digital inclusiveness for persons with disabilities. The ICT for People with Disability program aims to improve the accessibility of education and technology for persons with disabilities and promote their full and effective participation in society. UCOSAF is implementing this program through the creation and maintenance of an online observatory for persons with disabilities intended to link persons with disabilities with service providers and different programs that empower them, and provision of adaptive tools that enhance their quality of life through ICTs and digital skilling.
A smile that is white, fresh and beautiful is a smile to be proud of. Discover new Colgate White and Fresh for the whole family with high quality and an incredible price.
Business news tonight. Kampala Capital City Authority Executive Director Sharifa Buzechi has signed 7 contracts worth 176.5 billion shillings for the construction and rehabilitation of roads under the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Project. The roads include Kira Road, Ntake Road, Nsambya Estates, Old Kampala and Muganzi Rwaza, among others. These projects are expected to be completed within 18 months.
Kampala Capital City Authority has signed contracts aimed at constructing and rehabilitating key major roads in Greater Kampala. The roads to be constructed under the Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Project will cover 20 kilometers. These are Muganzi Rwaza, Mukalazi, Katalemwa, Old Kampala, Chira, and Cape Villa roads, among others.
This journey, we have every reason to celebrate that at least now we have reached this far. The first project out of this concept, this dream. So let's not make any mistake about this.
Lord Mayor Elias Lukwago says the contractors are expected to deliver quality works.
It's a result-oriented project. Financing or continued financing will depend on our performance. And our performance will be a direct function of your efficiency. And the sum we are injecting in, we are investing in, is quite astronomical. 176.5 billion Uganda shillings. What is the point? We want value for money. Value for money.
KCCA's Executive Director Sharifa Buzechi has encouraged contractors to adhere to the project schedule.
If we have time lags, which will again turn our construction works into a nuisance to the people of Kampala, we will be left with no option but to explore a means of terminating these contracts. If we want good roads, there will be some little inconvenience which will come by the constructions. Sometimes you'll see some dust. Your waiting time on the road may increase because some roads will be closed, but that's just for 18 months.
The Minister for Kampala, Honorable Chofa Togabye Kabuye, expressed gratitude that the majority of contractors involved in the project are Ugandans.
Really, try to prove to us that indeed I can do this job in less than 18 months. You're not going to waste time in design reviews.
The Greater Kampala Metropolitan Area Urban Development Project remains KCCA's most effective strategy for improving infrastructure and driving economic transformation. Cayenne Faith, Sana Annette for UBC.
Ugandan startups have been urged to prioritize domestic financing over foreign loans to scale their business sustainability. This call was made during the Ninja Acceleration Program engagement in Kampala, where 10 startups pitched their ideas with expectation of attracting funding from venture capitalists to expand their enterprises.
The Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, in partnership with Japan International Corporation, JICA, have for the last 3 months engaged startups in Uganda, helping them scale operations and strengthen their regional influence.
Well, 10 startups who did a pitch to the audience is a very promising one. They were very close to the society. They know the society and how they can proceed. And I hope they will find some financial assistance to grow their own project.
The Commissioner at the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, Dr. Joshua Mutambi, emphasized the importance of fostering local financing options to build a resilient startup ecosystem.
As a government, also there are many financing schemes that have been put in place, and we encourage them that they should not only rely on donor funding, they can also borrow money for that are very favorable terms to their businesses to grow. So we hope that
startups in Uganda, like many in emerging markets, heavily rely on grants and external funding, which, while useful, are not a sustainable model according to Ajay Ramasubramaniam, the founder of Hindsight Ventures. Ajay further outlined startup-friendly alternatives tailored to emerging markets.
Financing can always be hybrid. You have DFI money, you have local angel investors or local ultra-high net worth individuals contributing, you have the private sector contribution, you have governments kind of putting in money, the corporate treasury contributing. So financing always has to be hybrid or multi-pronged. But at the same time, entrepreneurs should learn that the business that they're building is not something which is going to be too dependent only on donor money. You also need to have a revenue stream which is booked, but at the same time build businesses which are sustainable, because that is what will attract venture capital money.
The Ninja Acceleration Program attracted interest from over 130 startups looking to scale their businesses. However, only 10 finalists had the opportunity to present their innovations to a local and global audience.
We've been able to get incredible mentorship, and this has greatly helped us to refine the way we've been operating. I literally didn't have a company website, but now I have a presence, online presence. We are on LinkedIn. We have through www.hiltontraders.com, you can have a look at our work and also what to expect, to obviously be able to get more partnerships and also to be able to inspire more entrepreneurs like myself.
Marion Awori, Dennis Sigowa for UBC.
The second season of the Corporate Sports Network is underway with first outing action hosted at Luzira Maximum Grounds, where more than 40 teams contested in football.
All indications are that this year's Corporate Sports Network will be a once-in-a-lifetime experience that will bring together Ugandans for sport and leisure unseen anywhere before in the Pearl of Africa. This has been proven during the first outing, which had football punctuated by traditional dancers and the prison's brass band lighting the moment that started with prayers. By the end of the day, football reigning champions Tropical Bank smiled brightest following 3 victories over Electricity Regulatory Authority, DHL Logistics and Diamond Trust Bank. Other companies that got victory on day one included Vision Group, Uganda Revenue Authority, Uganda Electricity Transmission Company Limited, Uganda Civil Aviation Authority, Uganda Breweries and I&M Bank.
Tusamba mbera tebadde ebi tebadde nnungi tusamba emipiira ena tukoze drive 3 ne batukuba mu gumu season ewedde tubadde twakompitinga naye si bulungi season eno tusuubiramu ekirala olwa season ewedde batukubira emipiira 3 naye ku luno tugoza amaliri 3 leero simu outing eddako tujja batwongeddeko nga tuli fit okusingako wetubadde.
The opening outing has set the bar high, leaving fans waiting for the next that happens at Makerere University Business School grounds, where the over 40 companies will compete in football and basketball.
In the world of futsal, the Uganda Cup quarterfinals are set to happen at the Old Kampala Futsal Arena this Friday, with defending champions Park FC's first test against First Touch Sports.
Having reached high levels of success last season, Park FC are in high spirits to defend their Uganda Cup crown. The Rangers began training in Bugolobi this evening ahead of their date this Friday night against a vulnerable First Touch Sports. Their forward Aziku Joshua is confident that his teammates will deliver on the day.
We hope we can challenge and be able to compete as usual. We haven't played futsal for the past 3 to 4 weeks, which has been quite hard for some of us because we had gotten up to speed during the league, so we hope we shall be able to continue. And for First Touch Sports, they should come well prepared, knowing that the game is going to be really hard. We are determined to win and go to the next stage, and we hope the game will be competitive.
Park FC were unbeaten historic treble winners last season and will be aiming to collect another treble this year as well. They're in the pole position in the Uganda Futsal League. Mashomiro Victor, UBC News.
Mashomiro brings us to the end of our first edition of News Tonight. Thanking you so much for watching from wherever you are. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomwa with Elizabeth Nakakon and the whole team. Let's catch you at 10 p.m. Bye-bye for now.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss